What's up guys? I've decided that instead of doing one chapter reviews, I would just do multiple ones at once for one video because doing one at a time would take way too long. Obviously that means I'll have to get through less things in a single chapter, but I'll try my best to cover important parts for the chapters that I do cover. Enjoy the review. Chapter 3. Natsu and his friends continue on the 100-year quest. In Jeltena, they encounter jellyfish-like creatures that try to jump into their mouths. Wendy uses her Sky Dragon Roar to blow them away though. They come across a pig with antlers too. This new continent is filled with weird creatures.
You're really weird.
And in a flashback, we see that Elefsiria, who gave them the quest, is shocked by Natsu's win against Acnologia. He believes that if Natsu and his friends could accomplish that, they might be able to handle the challenge of sealing 5 dragons just as dangerous. Elefsiria sees this as his last hope, accepting that if even these powerful mages fail, then no one can succeed in the task. We uncover a hidden truth about the 5 dragons known as the Holy Penedrakes. These powerful creatures remain uninvolved in the historical conflicts leading up to the Dragon King Festival. Their existence was kept secret, known only to a select few within the Magic Council. These dragons usually maintain peace unless provoked, but their potential for destruction is so immense that it's believed that if they were to engage in battle, the skies would ignite and the very earth would be endangered. Our group's first part of this journey is to find the first of these Penedrakes, named Merkfovia, the water god dragon. They follow a lead towards it. Now, what's the reward for taking such a dangerous quest? Elefsiria promises to grant the group any desire they wish for. Literally anything. Some members share their wishes. Happy suggests a lifetime of rent for Lucy, but she'd rather just have a house, of course. Gray desires a cat like Frosh, while Wendy wishes for bigger breasts. Such simple wishes. The group arrives in the town of Elmina, where the first dragon, Merkfovia, is said to be. Meanwhile, back in Magnolia, Gajiel and Juvia become suspicious of their new member, Toka. Her awareness with the name Briar, which isn't widely known, raises their concerns, feeling uneasy about her. They decide to go detective mode to unravel the truth about Toka's intentions, and Detective Gajiel is back on the case. In Elmina, 2 suspicious individuals inform the water god dragon that mages from the southern continent have arrived. Chapter 4. In the city, the members of the fairy tale group arrive at a hotel managed by a fish who can transform into a human. In a hurry to go on a date, the manager dashes off, leaving the group to choose their own rooms. Before leaving, he warns them that in order to stay at the hotel, they must consume the beverage provided in each room. His unsettling expressions makes this kind of sus, and with that, he disappears. Turns out the drink this guy was talking about is labeled like some kind of poison, but hey, whatever, fuck it, they need a place to sleep, so they take the chance and drink it. Besides, I'm sure if something was wrong with it, Natsu and Wendy would have been able to detect it with their noses. Hopefully. After sleeping, Gray wakes up, and to his surprise, he's underwater now in the same very hotel. And not only is he underwater, but he can breathe and speak just fine. As Gray explores the transformed ocean town, he runs into everyone else who are happily enjoying themselves in this new underwater environment. They soon cross paths with the fish-like manager they had encountered earlier and learn that the town was originally home to fish inhabitants, and the current setting represents its true form. Their excitement quickly turns into trouble when Gray approaches the manager fish to ask about the water god dragon they're seeking. The fish residents become furious, reacting aggressively to protect their dragon god. In anger, they chase after Happy, causing chaos. Urza's shark companion tears off the top half of her bathing suit. Wendy becomes terrified, fearing that she might transform into a jellyfish based on a tall tale Lucy told her about. And then some fish snatches Lucy's bathing suit top, leaving her exposed. Natsu comes to Lucy's rescue, helping her escape from the pursuing fishes. So the rest of the fairy tale group escapes, trying not to hurt these fishes. Luckily for the group, the drink that allowed them to breathe underwater also enhances their swimming ability, so they all dip out of there trying not to hurt these fishes because, let's be honest, Natsu could probably emanate some intense heat underwater and leave the fishes cooked for Happy to eat later on. The fish manager doesn't want them to escape and claims they're just like the humans from the other day, suggesting another set of humans or guild is after this water god too. Back to Magnolia, Detective Gajiel and Juvia continue to investigate Toka, and it's actually pretty funny. Not only does Toka and Juvia have a rivalry because of them having a crush on Gray and Natsu, but now we find out Toka, just like Juvia, uses water magic. She's trying to steal her flow.
He copied my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
Before Juvia loses it in anger, Gajiel calms her down and says, until we've got her by the tail, don't startle our prey. Only this wasn't some sort of expression he was being, actually literal. They see her tail poking out as she's engaged in conversation with the rest of the guild. This chick is already really suspicious. First, with her knowing the name Briar, then water magic, potentially linking her to the water god or the people in that city, and now she has a tail? I don't know about her, guys. Chapter 5. Gagio, Juvia, and Lily are in shock as they witness a tail emerging from Toka. However, before anyone else catches sight of it, the tail disappears, and Toka skillfully changes the conversation to a different topic. Gagio officially classifies this incident as highly suspicious. The scene transitions to the guild of Sabretooth, where Solano has just joined the guild and is getting along pretty well with everyone. Besides the fact that she's really loud, Jalal passes by seeking help while also issuing a warning to Sting and the others. Jalal presents them with an image of an individual he's searching for and strongly advises everyone to avoid any kind of interaction with this person, emphasizing their extreme danger. In the image, we can see Toka, who recently became a member of Fairy Tail. It's revealed that Toka is using a fake name too, and her true identity remains a mystery. This causes trouble for Fairy Tail. I really hope she doesn't destroy the Fairy Tail Guild because we can't keep going through this with Fairy Tail. At this point, it'll be a running gag if the guild is destroyed more than once. In Elmina, Natsu and the rest of the group find themselves perplexed by the problem involving the fish. During the confusion, Natsu notices that Lucy is wearing his scarf as a top. Natsu tugs at it, wanting his scarf back, sparking a playful fight between him and Lucy, but it's just hilarious to look at. Mashima, you just keep playing with the Nalu fandom. Lucy's original top was torn off by the fish that we saw earlier on, leaving her with no other option but to use Natsu's scarf as a temporary replacement. Natsu suggests to Lucy that she could just use her celestial spirits to summon new clothes, and shortly after, Lucy successfully calls forth her spirits to provide her with fresh clothes. Reflecting on the situation, Lucy reaches a conclusion that the fish may be driven by their own sense of religious devotion. She empathetically reasons that their previous helpful actions towards the group should not be disregarded, despite the discovery that they were actually in search of their god. But Lucy can't help but hold a grudge against the particular fish that took her top, so that guy is getting his ass whooped. Natsu expresses his belief that their purpose is to defeat the dragon, regardless of whether it is their god or not. But Lucy interrupts him, clarifying that Elefsiria's exact words were to seal the dragons, which doesn't necessarily imply engaging in battle and defeating these dragons, and suggests that there might be a more peaceful resolution to their predicament, and they should strive for a non-violent approach. Natsu, who has a strong desire to fight and slay a dragon, isn't too thrilled with this idea. But Urza reminds him that he of all people should understand that not all dragons are evil, considering his deep bond with Igniel. He agrees, but says that if they try to hurt his friends, it's a wrap for any one of them because he's going to beat their ass and slay them all. In order to gather more information from the fish, the group decides to go undercover. Lucy employs her celestial spirit Gemini to transform everyone into actual fish, ensuring that they won't attract attention as humans. This is giving me major Kingdom Hearts 2 vibes. As they assume their fish disguises, each member of the group looks funny as fuck. But hold on, one transformation that makes me laugh looking at it is Wendy's, as she's turned into a jellyfish. Look at her. The sight of her as a jellyfish brings back a memory Lucy shared about a jellyfish earlier, leading Wendy to believe it's karma for using her magic on those jellyfish that she took out with her Sky Dragon roar. Oh man, she hates it. Once they split up to gather intelligence, Gray encounters the manager once again and learns that the fish have recently captured a human who is being held captive, intended as a sacrifice to the water god. Coincidentally, Natsu, Lucy, and Happy stumble upon the same captive humans. She is a woman chained up with a mysterious crest on her shoulder that belongs to an unknown guild. I can only assume that this woman is another person who tried going after the water dragon god, or at the very least just asked questions about it and got herself captured. But since she's a part of a guild, I'm gonna go with her being captured because she was after their deity. And that's the end of the review. I try to do 3 chapters to make the flow feel a little bit better, and hope you guys enjoy the review. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to do all that good stuff like, sub, share, comment, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.